India is one of the world's most fascinating and culturally rich place thanks to its enormous cuisine and vibrant patchwork of history. There is a lot we can learn from this magnificent country, from its incredible linguistic makeup to ancient cities and food habits. Hey, everyone! Welcome to Fillapedia. In today's video, we are going to go over the top 10 fascinating facts about India. So without further ado, let's get into it. Number 10. Experts predict that India's population will peak in the 2060s. India's population will, probably, overtake China's in 2028. According to UN estimates, India will become the most populous country in the world in just 14 years' time, when it will have about 1.45 billion inhabitants. For many in India, becoming the most populous country will be an achievement, marking the country's progress in its rivalry with China. For others, particularly from the older generations, it represents a failure of the country's decades-old attempts to bring its population under control, which included a controversial and counterproductive mass sterilization campaign during the 1970s. In fact, birth rates have fallen significantly in almost all parts of India, driven by female education, rising household incomes and greater availability of contraception, though this has been partially offset by increased life expectancy. India's population is likely to reach about 1.6 billion in the 2060s, before decreasing to about 1.5 billion by the end of the century. By then, according to the UN study, Nigeria may have overtaken China as the second most populous country. Number 9. India is extremely linguistically rich. When it comes to languages, India is one of the most linguistically diverse nations on Earth. While Hindi is the most commonly spoken language with around 530 million speakers, there are a whopping 122 other main languages in use throughout the country, including Bengali, Marathi and Urdu. On top of that, there are more than 1,500 other recognized languages in use. Moreover, when it comes to English speakers by numbers, India ranks second only to the United States. Approximately 125 million people speak English in India compared to the entire United Kingdom's population of 67 million. Number 8. India has the largest vegetarian population in the world. India has the highest number of vegetarians in the world, with more than 400 million people identifying as vegetarian. However, various surveys over the years show that the estimated percentage of the vegetarian population is anywhere between 23% and 37%. That leaves a huge percentage of the population with non-vegetarian food habits. So why is it that a country, where the majority consumes poultry and meat, is considered as the vegetarian capital of the world? India's abundant forests, animals, birds and fishes ensured that meat-eating was a widespread practice. Archaeological evidence from the Harappan civilization also points to the consumption of animals. Even animal sacrifices were prevalent. However, due to the spread of Jainism and the teachings of Buddha, vegetarianism became more common, with Hindu communities too turning to vegetarianism. Yet, other than upper castes, a large population continued eating meat. Yet now, with a huge population that is verifiably non-vegetarian, for the West, India continues to be a place of strict vegetarianism. Number 7. India represents all major world religions. Religion in India is characterized by a diversity of religious beliefs and practices. The preamble of the Indian Constitution states that India is a secular state, although there were pleas going on Supreme Court of India to remove the words secular and socialist from the preamble to the Constitution of India. The Indian subcontinent is the birthplace of four of the world's major religions, namely Hinduism, Buddhism, Jainism, and Sikhism. According to the 2011 census, 79.8% of the population of India practices Hinduism, 14.2% adheres to Islam, 2.3% adheres to Christianity, 1.72% adheres to Sikhism, 0.7% adheres to Buddhism, and 0.37% adheres to Jainism. Zoroastrianism, Yungdrung Bon, the Bahá'í Faith, Sanamahism, and Judaism also have a history in India, and each has at least several thousand adherents in India. Number 6. It is home to 38 UNESCO sites. UNESCO World Heritage Convention, which was established in 1972, recognized various sites of cultural and natural importance around the world. After the latest addition to the UNESCO World Heritage Sites list, India has now 38 World Heritage Sites, and that makes India with the sixth largest number of World Heritage Sites in the world. There are 30 cultural sites, 7 natural sites and 1 mixed as recognized by UNESCO. Among them are of course the iconic Taj Mahal, the Buddhist monuments of Sanchi, Jaipur's Jantar Mantar and the mountain railways. There is also a plethora of natural sites such as the Great Himalayan National Park, Manas Wildlife Sanctuary and the Western Ghats. Number 5. India has one of the worst road casualty rates in the world. There are more road deaths in India than any other country in the world. This is a statistic that won't surprise many visitors, for whom the roads of India are often terrifying. Officially about 115,000 people die on Indian roads each year, though a recent British Medical Journal study suggests that the true number of fatalities is closer to 200,000. Among the stark figures to emerge from the BMJ report are that 37% of all road deaths are pedestrians, with a further 28% for cyclists and motorcyclists, and that 55% of all fatalities occur within 5 of the road incident. In fact, although India has by far the highest number of total road deaths, the per capita figure for several other countries, led by Eritrea and the Cook Islands, are much higher. Number 4. Bengaluru is named the world's fastest-growing tech hub. India's startup capital Bengaluru has been ranked as the world's fastest-growing tech hub, according to data from Amsterdam-based dealroom.co, analyses by London and Partners, the international trade and investment agency for the Mayor of London. The data reveals that investment in the Karnataka capital of Bengaluru grew 5.4x in terms of funding in the past 5 years, with Mumbai in second place. There's little doubt that Bengaluru is India's premier startup hub as seen in the latest Inc. 42+ report. But, Bengaluru also topped the list of Indian startup hubs in terms of the amount of seed funding as well as the deal count. Number 3. Snakes and ladders originated in India. We've all played Snakes and Ladders as kids. It was one of our favorite board games and many afternoons with cousins and friends were spent rolling a dice to see who was first to the finish line. And to be honest, it comes as no surprise that the game originated in India. In ancient India, the game originated as Mokshapat or Moksha Patamu. Some historians claim the game was played as early as the 2nd century BC, but others are of the opinion that Swami Gyandev invented the game in 13th century AD. The game was apparently invented to teach children a lesson in morality, about karma and kama, destiny and desire. The ladders signify good deeds while the snakes represent all the evil we do. The original game had more snakes than ladders to explain that the path of goodness is tougher to tread than a life of evil. Number 2. India has the world's largest film industry. India has the world's largest film industry. More than 1,100 movies are produced, on average, each year. That's slightly ahead of Nigeria, twice as many as the American film industry and 10 times as many as Britain produces. Most of the Indian films are not, as is often supposed, products of Bollywood, the nickname given to Mumbai's Hindi movie industry, which is responsible for roughly 200 films a year. Almost as many films are made each year in both Tamil and in Telugu, the two most widely spoken southern Indian language, and Chennai and Hyderabad are major film production centers. However, India comes only 6th in terms of cinema box office receipts, behind the USA, China, Japan, UK and France. Number 1. India is home to one of the oldest inhabited places in the world. The ancient city of Varanasi, located in Uttar Pradesh, is one of the oldest inhabited cities on the planet. Located off the banks of the river Ganges, it is an intensely spiritual place and famous for its deep Buddhist roots. In fact, it's thought that Varanasi is where Buddha gave his first sermon in 528 BC titled, The Setting in Motion of the Wheel of Dharma. With that being said, here we come to the end of our video. I hope you like this video. If so, then don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you never miss any video. See you in the next video. Till then, take care. Thanks for watching.